So let's look into ourselves. Scientists will have you believe that all you are is a piece of flesh that evolved from some slimy, one-celled animal, and that there's no difference between me and you and the one-celled animal except for circumstance. If you took that to its logical conclusion, there's no reason to respect life. There's no reason for morality, because everything just happened on its own. Everything is just a roll of the dice. There's no reason for a person to be responsible. This sounds like perfect socialism. The only thing that counts is the bottom line, is survival. The only thing that counts is how much you can take. You don't have to give anything, produce anything. You need no appreciation. But we believe that man was created by God with certain values, certain standards. The question is, how can you be sure of your own soul? How can you be sure that you have a spiritual entity which one day will face the Supreme Being and evaluate the purpose and the accomplishments of your life? You know, sometimes we have to go to the eye doctor, and the eye doctor projects light into our eyes, and suddenly we realize we're not seeing where we think we're seeing. We are seeing somewhere deep within inside of ourselves. What is that? Where is that? Where is that I that lies and resides within the body, that thinks it sees with the eyes but really is found deep within the brain? And think about it. How can chemicals think? How can chemicals love? How can chemicals put together anything? Even if you were able to put together a chemical soup that could somehow magically make a human being or make any creature, how can you cause it to think logically? How can you cause it to evaluate? How can you cause it to feel, to actually feel emotion? But let's get back to the eye exam. So somewhere deep within your recesses is the eye. Do you know that there have been people who've been put on ice, who've been operated upon, and whose minds were supposedly totally flat? They've had an electric encephalogram that was completely flat and reported all of the details of the operation to their surgeons. And these cases have been documented. And the question is, how does a person see when they are supposedly brain dead? And the answer that scientists want to give is that somehow or other there is a magical information that does not follow the nerves. It's found in all of the cells. As long as the cells are alive, there's this awareness. They haven't been able to find this yet, by the way. They've done experiments with people in the brain trying to trigger things, causing the arm to move, causing things to twitch, asking the person what they feel, and they say, well, somebody's forcing my arm. And if all there is the brain is the thing that triggers your chemical reaction in the brain, then why do you feel somebody else is causing it? I felt the soul. What is the soul? And as I told you yesterday, the soul is a five-tiered consciousness. The soul is your consciousness.